Welcome to the 9th installment of my video blog on my project Active Video Gaming for Healthy Aging. My name is Annerieke Heuvelink. I'm a research scientist from TNO, the Netherlands, and I'm doing 1 year research at the Mayo Clinic on the Healthy Aging Independent Living Initiative. Over the last year I've been blogging about my project as well as about my experiences living in America as a Dutch person. Today this is the final installment on my video blog. I'm almost finished my research and I will be going back to the Netherlands very soon. So I'll talk a bit about my final results. People who follow this blog know that I've been investigating the reasons why older people might engage with active video games. And the reason we investigated this is because research has shown that if people play active video games, it's good for them, physically as well as mentally, and they also really like it, so it's also good for their social and emotional well-being. So the question was for us, okay, if they do it, it's good for them, but who will do it and why will they do it? So we did this by an intervention study. We investigated this by having an environment where we provided the system to the people for 12 weeks and we just said to them, play whenever you want, and if you don't want to play, you don't have to, and tell us what your experiences are. The first insight I want to share with you is that we made 2 groups. One group got a personalized avatar, which basically means for the Kinect system, the avatar, you can personalize it to look exactly like the person. And the other group, we just gave them the avatar, so the character they're playing the games with. They had to pick one from a random sample. So they could not make it look like them, they just had to pick a random one. And looking at those 2 groups, we found there was a significant difference in how they perceived their relatedness to the game rules. So the people with the personal avatar actually felt more related and felt more part of the game. And for the rest, those groups were similar, and we didn't find a significant effect needed between those 2 groups. So that was an interesting insight that this makes a difference. Then the other thing we did was we looked at the people and how they played. And we had 19 people participating. And of those 19 people, 9 people only played once with some help, or they didn't come in at all. 3 people didn't have to come in, and 3 people came in a few times, but less than once a week. While the other group we looked at, so we made a division based on how they played, came in more than once and a half every week, so 2 times every 3 weeks at minimum, and some people came in much more. So there was a significant difference between those gameplay between those 2 groups. And then we said, okay, so why are these people behaving differently? What are the determinants that might explain this? And we found some significant differences between those 2 groups. One of the major ones was how many hours they already play computer games. And then I'm not talking about shooter games or adventure games, no, just the regular games available on any PC like Freecell, Spider, some play poker. So if people were engaged in playing regular computer games, they were more likely to also engage in playing those active video games. So that was interesting. Another difference we found was that the people that played a lot actually had a better working memory performance, in the sense that their cognitive test on their backward and forward numbers, so how long a sequence of numbers they could remember and repeat to us, was significantly better for the people that played a lot. So that might mean that they were already more capable of engaging with these computer games, which are pretty quick and they demand a lot of cognitive flexibility. And last, they were also having already a high social proficiency score, so they actually felt more related to other people and felt more supported by their peers. So I would conclude that active video gaming has the potential to really be part of people's life and give them physical activity. The one problem that we observe is that the people that came in were the people that were still pretty fit for their age. They were mentally healthy and fit, they were physically pretty able to play the games. And the people that you actually might want to reach, the people that are more sedentary, who are not as fit and outgoing anymore, those are the people that did not play much. So I think part of that can be explained by the games that we used. We used the active video games that are currently available from the stores, and those games are not developed for the elderly, they're developed for children, for families. And that's great, but it's not enough, because when you age, certain things become more difficult. For example, your sight, your reaction time slows down. So some of those games were really too quick for the elderly. So, game industry out there, I would recommend discover this as a potential target audience, because I'm pretty sure that many elderly out there would be interested in playing those games as long as they were tailored to their limitations. And I know several research projects are looking into developing games for the elderly, and I'm hopeful in a few years' time those games will be available on the market. Thank you for having me here at the Mayo Clinic and in your country and learning from each other. That was a great experience for 1 year.